So hello students, welcome to the R Square. Okay, and as you know that my name is Sam Prasad Panda and I am your economics faculty. Okay, so in the previous class we were discussed everything about the economics, wealth definition, scarcity definition, welfare definition and all things about the economics. And today we will discuss about the main and most important branch of the economics, that is microeconomics. Okay, so before discussing about the microeconomics, I would like to tell you that like and subscribe our channel, not for me but for them those are unable to go to college. Okay, so what is microeconomics? Okay, first thing we need to know that what is microeconomics. Microeconomics. Okay, micro means what? Micro means individual things. Okay, the I means the individual. Okay, I means what? I means the individual. There is another topic in the economics, that is macroeconomics. Macro means MA. So macro means aggregate, but micro means individual or small. Okay, so the micro word is derived from the Greek word. The word is macros. Okay, the word is micros. So the micro word is derived from the Greek word, that is micros. MIKROS. So what is micros? Micros means small. Micros means small. So microeconomics means small economic activity or economics in small. So we need to know that what are the main subject matter of the microeconomics. Okay, so the main subject matter of the microeconomics is it studies all the individual aspect of the economic system. So what are the individual aspect? It studies about the individual organization, it studies about the individual farm, it studies about the individual industry, it studies about the individual customer. Okay, so all the individual things are related with the microeconomics. Okay, so we need to discuss about the definition of microeconomics. Okay, আমি জানি বর্তমান কোন the definition of microeconomics. Okay, so microeconomics studies the individual things of the economy, that is individual organization, individual farm and individual industry. So all the individual things are related with the microeconomics. Okay, so let us discuss about the demand concept of the microeconomics. So there are various concepts are related with the microeconomics, but the demand concept is the most important concept of the microeconomics. Okay, so before you proceeding to the demand, we need to know about the marking pattern of the plus 2 second year arts subject. Okay, so mainly तमर मार्किंग पैटर्न केमिति वर्तमान हेइ थाए मेनली तमर वर्तमान कोन 7.5 रो किछि तमर वर्तमान कोन आसी थाए क्वेश्चन आसी थाए 3 मार्क्स पे भी तमर किछटा क्वेश्चन आस्ता है 2 मार्क्स पे भी किछटा तमर क्वेश्चन आस्ता है देन 1 मार्क्स तो यही टाइप रो तमर कोन क्वेश्चन पैटर्न तमर डिवाइड हेछि सो द हाईएस्ट मार्क इज 7.5 Okay, in the previous class also we have discussed about the definition. Okay, Marshall definition, welfare definition, and everything. So we need to know about the difference between definition and laws. Okay, so first thing देखो कौन आसी difference between definition and laws. Definition and economical laws. Laws means in the science रे कौन बहुत सारा law अच्छी, law of Galileo, law of inertia, and etc. laws. In this type, so in economics also there are various laws. Law of diminishing marginal utility, law of equimarginal utility, law of demand, and all the concepts are there. Okay, so in case of definition there are 4 phases. The first one is introductory part or introduction. You need to mention the introduction. So what is introduction? In case of the introduction, you have to mention the law is derived by whom, when, and how, and in which book name also. Okay, so both are same in case of the definition and law. You have to mention the introduction part. Okay, secondly, you have to mention the definition or statement. Definition, and in this case also you need to mention the definition. Definition means the opinion of the economist about the law. Okay, so बहुत सारा तम opinion अच्छी से माने mention करी चंदी से माने करो opinion about a particular law. So second thing is definition, and the third thing comes, that is characteristics in case of the definition. Okay, but in case of the law, it is assumption. Okay, the third thing is characteristics in a definition, and the third thing in a law is assumption of the law. So what is assumption? Assumption means the rules and regulation. Okay, we have various kinds of rules and regulation within our society. Suppose you are admitted in a college or you are admitted in an institution. So various kinds of rules and regulations are also there. Maybe maintaining the discipline, punctuality, uniform, and all the things are there. Rules and regulations, assumption of the institution. In this way, there are various kinds of assumptions or rules and regulations are applicable in case of a law, in which the law is totally limited. Okay, so in the fourth phase, time comes for the criticism. Criticism in the law of the law. But in case of the laws, criticism तमरे भी आसीबो नहीं. Next कौन आसीबो? Explanation of the law. That is explanation of the law, and you also need to explain it in 2 ways. The first one is tabular representation. You have to maintain a table with this, and second one is diagrammatic representation. So in case of the law, the explanation is divided into 2 parts, that is tabular representation and diagrammatic representation. Then after the explanation, we have to discuss the criticism. Criticism of the law. Okay, so there are 4 parts in case of a definition, and there are 5 parts in case of the law. Introductory part, definition part, assumption, explanation, and explanation is also divided into 2 parts, tabular representation and diagrammatic representation, and the 5th part is criticism. Okay, so you have to get 7.5 marks in the definition part, and also you have to get 7.5 marks in case of the law. So highest mark is 7.5. Okay, so now we have to discuss about the demand concept of the microeconomics. Okay, we have to mention the demand concept of the microeconomics. So what is demand in case of our normal world or normal world? the demand means the desire or want for a commodity. Okay, in case of our society, the desire or the want for the Oppo or Vivo phone is very high. Okay, आमे कौन कहि परिबा recently the demand of the Vivo phone is very high. Okay, but in economics the desire for a commodity is mainly not considered as demand. Okay, economics रे आमे केबे भी desire को demand कहि परिबा नहीं. Okay, so in case of economics there is a effective desire. In case of economics there is a effective desire, and effective desire is also known as the demand. So what is effective desire? We also need to know this. Effective desire. Effective desire has two components. The first one is ability and the second one is willingness. Okay, so there are two characteristics or two components of effective desire, and the effective desire is known as demand in case of economics. Okay, the first one is ability and the second one is willingness. Okay, first one is ability, second one is willingness. So there is an example. Suppose I am able to purchase a iPhone. Okay, that is why I have the ability to purchase the iPhone, but I don't have the willingness. मैं कंजूस भी हो सकता हूँ. So I don't have the willingness to purchase the iPhone. That is why due to the ability and willingness तुम्हारे पास नहीं है, इसलिए तो तुम्हारा डिमांड में कन्वर्ट नहीं हो सकता. ये दोनों होना चाहिए. Ability and willingness both are required to convert the thing into the demand. Okay, so the second example, I want to purchase a BMW. Okay, मेरे पास तो विल पावर है, willingness है, but I am unable to purchase it because I don't have the ability or capability to purchase the BMW. So in case of the BMW, I have the willingness, but I don't have the ability. So that is why it is not converted into demand. We need both the things, ability and willingness. Okay, ability willingness होने के कारण ही वो क्या हो सकता है, वो effective desire में convert हो सकता है, and the effective desire is known as demand in economics. ये याद रहा. देखो in the common world क्या होता है तुम्हारा, the desire for a commodity is known as demand. But in economics there must be effective desire, and effective desire has two components. पहला तुम्हारा क्या आया, ability यानी क्षमता, दूसरा तुम्हारा willingness यानी तुम्हारा इच्छा. So ability and willingness, क्षमता और इच्छा दोनों रहना चाहिए commodity के लिए, then it is converted into the demand in economics. Okay, so the next thing is law of demand. Okay, so the next thing is law of demand. That is the very most important part of close to second year arts economics. Okay, what is law of demand? Already we have discussed about the three definitions, and that one is the first law of our subject. Okay, law of demand. ऑलरेडी ମୁଁ तुमକୁ कहि सारछि कि लॉ रे फर्स्ट कोन आसीबो, इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट आसीबो. वी नीड टू मेंशन द इंट्रोडक्शन पार्ट. सो व्हाट कोन लिखिबो तमे इंट्रोडक्शन ने. सो इन केस ऑफ इंट्रोडक्शन वी हैव टू मेंशन द इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट ऑफ द लॉ ऑफ डिमांड. लॉ ऑफ डिमांड इज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय whom, what is the subject matter of law of demand. Okay, so हम जानिबा पड़ियो वर्तमान कौन से विषय रे. So demand of a commodity is a multi valued function. Okay, एक commodity का जो डिमांड है वो एक चीजों की वजह से नहीं, बहुत सारी चीजों की वजह से वो डिमांड तुम्हारा क्या आइदर अफेक्टेड होता है या इफेक्टेड होता है. ठीक है, आइदर एनकरेज होता है डिमांड और डिस्करेज होता है डिमांड. डिमांड बढ़ता है या घटता है. Suppose there is an example, the demand of Oppo and Vivo phone is very high in India by comparing to any other country. Okay, the demand of the Oppo and Vivo phone is very high in India by comparing to the any other country. Why it is very much demanded in India? The first thing is it is demanded only because of the first thing is it is demanded only because of the maybe for the population. ओके किस लिए डिमांड हो सकता है मे बी फॉर द पॉपुलेशन. देखो क्या है मल्टी वैल्यूड फंक्शन. द फर्स्ट वन इज population, the first one is population, and the second one is, and the second thing is maybe the lower price of the commodity. The price of the Vivo and Oppo phone is very low, that is why it may be demanded by our people. Okay, second thing is low price. First one is population, second one is low price, and other things also may be influence the demand of the commodity, that is maybe कौन है परियो भाव, maybe the climatical condition. Okay, all the other things are related with the demand. Okay, that is why demand is a multi-valued function. Okay, demand is not a single valued function, it is a multi-valued function. Okay, it may be encouraged by population, low price, climatic condition and weather condition and etc. thing. But in case of the law of demand, all other things remaining constant. But in case of the law of demand, all other things remaining constant. All other things means the climatic condition, the population, all other things remaining constant. Only the price of the commodity varies. तो क्या हमारा वैरी करेगा, सिर्फ तुम्हारा प्राइस वैरी करेगा. टू नो इट्स इफेक्ट ऑन क्वांटिटी डिमांड, इसका इफेक्ट क्वांटिटी डिमांड पर क्या पड़ेगा ये जानने के लिए क्या होगा, सिर्फ तुम्हारा प्राइस ही वैरी करेगा. ठीक है, सो हम देखेंगे अब क्या तुम्हारा क्या लॉ ऑफ डिमांड. इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट में क्या लिखा, इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट में तुमको लिखना पड़ेगा इन केस ऑफ द लॉ ऑफ डिमांड ऑल अदर थिंग्स रिमेनिंग कांस्टेंट, ओनली द प्राइस ऑफ द कमोडिटी वैरीज टू नो इट्स इफेक्ट ऑन क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड. दैट इज द इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट ऑफ द लॉ. Okay, after the introductory part, the second thing comes, that is definition part. Definition, or we can say statement. ओके, स्टेटमेंट में क्या लिखना पड़ेगा, स्टेटमेंट में किसी भी इकोनॉमिस्ट का तुम्हारा क्या मेनली तुम्हारा किसी भी इकोनॉमिस्ट का ओपिनियन लिखना पड़ेगा या तुम्हें अल्फ्रेड मार्शल का ओपिनियन लिखना पड़ेगा. क्योंकि जो लॉ ऑफ डिमांड है इट वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय हुम, इट वाज इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय अल्फ्रेड मार्शल. अल्फ्रेड मार्शल इन हिज बुक प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स. Which book? In his book Principles of Economics. ये याद रखना. So definition और statement में क्या लिखना पड़ेगा, we have to mention according to the Marshall there is a inverse or indirect relationship maintained between the price and quantity demand. Okay, we need to mention that there is a inverse and indirect relationship maintained between the price and quantity demand. Okay, when price increases, quantity demand falls, and when price falls, quantity demand increases. ये हमको लिखना पड़ेगा किसी में स्टेटमेंट और डेफिनेशन में लिखना पड़ेगा. ओके, आज यूजुअल आपको तो पता ही होगा जिस चीज़ का प्राइस ज़्यादा होता है उसका क्वांटिटी डिमांड कम होता है, और जिस चीज़ का प्राइस कम होता है उस चीज़ का क्वांटिटी डिमांड ज़्यादा होता है. एज वी नो, जैसे कि तुम्हारा इफ यू आर गोइंग टू परचेज सम वेजिटेबल्स, वी आर परचेजिंग दोज वेजिटेबल्स, दोज प्राइस इज वेरी लो. Okay, and those price is very high, we are not able to purchase them at a higher quantity. If we are able, we are not interested to purchase them at a higher quantity. That is why there is an inverse and indirect relationship maintained between the price and quantity demand. When price increases, quantity demand falls, and when price falls, quantity demand increases. Okay, so that is the statement or definition part of the law. After the definition, you need to mention the assumption part. So what is assumption? Assumption means the law is limited in because of the following thing. ओके, इसके बाहर हम नहीं जा सकते. So what are the assumption? The first assumption is the consumer must be a rational human being. So what is the first assumption? The consumer must be a rational human being. Rational human being means what? Rational human being means he must be a normal human being. Okay, he may not be a psycho. वो पागल नहीं होना चाहिए. Okay. सेकेंड थिंग इज हिज टेस्ट एंड प्रीफरेंस रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट. उसका जो टेस्ट है और प्रीफरेंस है दैट रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट. अगर टेस्ट प्रीफरेंस वैरी करेगा तो लॉ ऑफ डिमांड प्रॉपर्ली तुम्हारा क्या ऑपरेट नहीं करेगा. ओके, द थर्ड थिंग इज इनकम ऑफ द कंज्यूमर रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट. कंज्यूमर का जो इनकम है दैट मस्ट बी रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट. and the climatic condition also remains constant. climatic condition भी वैरी नहीं होना चाहिए. इस तरह का तुम्हारा 5 assumption लिखना पड़ेगा लॉ ऑफ डिमांड में. सो हमारा क्या गया, इंट्रोडक्शन पार्ट गया, डेफिनेशन पार्ट गया, assumption पार्ट गया, और यह है तुम्हारा क्या फोर्थ पार्ट, दैट इज एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ द लॉ. explanation of the law. As we know that the explanation has 2 parts. The first one is diagrammatic part. Second one is the first one is diagrammatic part and the second one is tabular representation. Okay, so हमको फर्स्ट क्या करना पड़ेगा, we have to mention the diagram then table. So the horizontal axis is regarded as OX and the vertical axis is regarded as OY. Okay, the price is always mentioned in the OY axis and the quantity demand is also always mentioned in the OX axis. Quantity demand. Okay, one more time I have to say that price is mentioned in the vertical axis OY and the quantity demand is mentioned in the horizontal axis OX. Okay, हमको ये मेंशन करना पड़ेगा, ये दिखाना पड़ेगा that there is a indirect relationship between the price and quantity demand. Okay, देखो that is OP1, that is P2, that is Q1, that is Q2. Okay, that is the demand curve DD. Okay, किसी भी डायग्राम के ऊपर क्या करना है, हमें फिगर मेंशन करना है. अगर तुम्हारे एग्जामिनेशन में 5 डायग्राम तुम अगर कर रहे हो, तुम क्या करोगे, इसे फिफ्थ लिखना है, फिगर 5. अगर तुम क्या करोगे, 6 डायग्राम करोगे, तुम्हें मेंशन, यू हैव टू मेंशन इट दैट इट इज फिगर 6 इन योर एग्जामिनेशन पार्ट. ओके, सो इन the y axis we are mentioning the price and in the o axis we are mentioning the quantity demand of the commodity. Okay, OP1 when price is OP1, quantity demand is OQ1. When price is OP1, quantity demand is OQ1. When price falls to OP2, when price falls to OP2, quantity demand increases to OQ2. When price falls to OP2, quantity demand increases to OQ2. That is why the demand curve is downward sloping. That is why the demand curve is downward sloping from left to right. Okay, so you have to mention it, you have to explain it below the diagram. Okay, so after this we have to mention the table. Okay, tabular part. So in case of the tabular part, you have to mention the price and quantity demand. So when price of potato is 10 rupees, quantity demand is 50. When price of the potato falls to 8, क्वांटिटी डिमांड क्या होगा, इंक्रीज होगा या डिक्रीज होगा? When price of the potato is 10, quantity demand is 50. When price of the potato falls to 8, quantity demand increases to 60. When price of the potato falls to 6, further quantity demand increases to 70. When price of the potato falls to 5, quantity demand increases to 80. When price of the potato further falls to 3, quantity demand further increases to 100. So this tabular representation mentions that there is a indirect relationship between the price and quantity demanded. Okay. So after the explanation part, the final part comes, that is criticism of the law. Okay, that is criticism of the law. Okay, so there are 4 criticism of the law in which the law is not applicable. Okay, there are 4 criticism in which the law is not applicable. The first thing is essential goods. The first criticism is essential goods. Why the law is not applicable in case of the essential things? So what are the essential things? Like salt, medicine, etc. is known as the essential things. So the law is not applicable in case of the essential things. We have to mention it: salt, medicine, etc. thing. Because when the price of the salt increases, we demand the same quantity, and when the price of the salt also falls, we demand the same quantity. If the price of the salt increases to 1000 rupees, we also demand the same quantity 1 kg. When the price of the salt falls to 1 rupee, we also demand the same thing. When the price of the medicine increases to the 5000 rupees, we also need to purchase the same strip. Okay, when the price of the medicine falls to the 5 rupees, we also need to purchase the same strips according to the doctor. Okay, so the law is not applicable in case of the essential things. And second thing, the law is not applicable in case of the prestigious goods. So what are the prestigious goods? Like gold, diamond, and etc. thing. Why the law is not applicable? Because they are the expressive things. They are the credit expansion things. Okay, in case of the gold and diamond, when the price of the gold increases, the rich persons purchase a higher quantity to show their sense of vanity within the society that we are rich person. ओके अगर आप किसी शादी में जा रहे होंगे तो आपने देखा होगा बहुत ही सारी उन्होंने क्या होगा ज्वेलरी वैली एक्सेट्रा थिंग उन्होंने क्या परचेस करके पहन के जा रहे होंगे. व्हाई? बिकॉज दे वांट टू एक्सप्रेस इट that they are rich. Okay, so in case of the gold and diamond, the law is not applicable properly. When the price of the gold and diamond increases, they purchase it at a higher quantity and express and show their bill in front of the society. Okay, so the law is not applicable in case of the gold and diamond. Okay, so the third thing is Giffen goods. Giffen goods. Giffen goods के ऊपर तुम्हारा क्या है थ्योरम है? In case of the Giffen goods, some of the labor class people of the Ireland think that when the price of the commodity increases, that the quality of the commodity also increases. कुछ लेबर है आयरलैंड के, उनको क्या लगता है जब प्राइस इंक्रीज होता है तो उनका क्वालिटी भी इंक्रीज होता है, जब प्राइस फॉल्स होता है उस कमोडिटी का क्वालिटी भी फॉल होता है. दैट इज व्हाई द लेबर क्लास पीपल ऑफ द आयरलैंड परचेज ए हायर क्वांटिटी व्हेन द प्राइस ऑफ द कमोडिटी इंक्रीजेस एंड दे परचेज इट, दे डिमांड इट एट ए लोअर क्वांटिटी व्हेन द प्राइस ऑफ द कमोडिटी फॉल्स. So in case of the Giffen goods, the law is not applicable. Okay, so the fourth one is expectation of the price change. Expectation of price change. तो तुम्हारा क्या होता है, कभी कभी तुम्हारा क्या सोसाइटी में एक तुम्हारा रूमर आता है कि अभी नियर फ्यूचर में द प्राइस ऑफ द पोटैटो विल इंक्रीज, नियर फ्यूचर में द प्राइस ऑफ द ऑनियन विल इंक्रीज. That is why we are purchasing, we are demanding a higher quantity of the onion and potato rather than our demand. Only because of higher quantity of demand by us, the price of the commodity increases. किंतु तुम एक्चुअली रे केबे भी तार वर्तमान कौन सेमती किछि न थाए के जिनसटा शॉर्ट हेछि कि फॉल हेछि से रूमर जोगु ही आमे कोन करथाउ वी आर डिमांडिंग ए हायर क्वांटिटी ऑफ द कमोडिटी जेतबेला आमे वर्तमान को हायर क्वांटिटी वर्तमान परचेस करथाउ दैट इज व्हाई द प्राइस गोस टू अ सर्टेन लेवल. ओके, अभी तुम्हारा क्या सैटरडे और संडे तुम्हारा शटडाउन है तो उसके टाइम पे क्या होता है तुम्हारा फ्राइडे में सब चीज का प्राइस तुम्हारा इंक्रीज हो जाता है क्योंकि सैटरडे संडे तुम्हारा क्या शटडाउन है. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि तुम्हारा क्या उस चीज का शॉर्टेज है, देयर इज नो शॉर्टेज. लेकिन अगर तुम ज्यादा क्वांटिटी का डिमांड करोगे ऑटोमेटिकली द प्राइस विल इंक्रीजेस. दैट इज व्हाई द लॉ इज आल्सो नॉट एप्लीकेबल इफ देयर इज ए एक्सपेक्टेशन अराइज ऑफ प्राइस चेंज इन द नियर फ्यूचर. ओके, सो the law is end, so the law of demand is end. Okay, now what we will do, I have to give my number, that is my name is Syam Prasad, Syam sir, and my number is 9090768267. Also you can mail us, our mail ID is the arts square at gmail.com. Okay, so if there is any doubt or if you want to join our art square classes, we have one branch in our unit 1, also our beauty branch in the BJP Nagar. Okay, so you can call us for the admission. Okay, ये हमारा नंबर है, ये हमारा ईमेल आईडी है dartsquare@gmail.com. Okay, so during this lockdown we have to use our time in the productive way. Okay, we have to be a productive person. ऐसे खाली में बैठना कुछ अच्छा भी नहीं है. सो इस फालतू के लफड़े में पढ़ने से अच्छा है क्या हम हमारे काम को ज़्यादा प्रायोरिटी दें. वी हैव टू यूज इट इन ए प्रॉपर वे. Okay, thank you.